She's a custom. So Pops isn't screaming in the background. So what do we got here, Ryan?
So we got a customer's old GMC pickup brought to us as the beginning of January 2021.
Yep.
Okay, so here we got another one of these projects that got towed in. Customer bought it. Trucks from out west, I believe. We don't know the history. Doesn't run. So first thing the guys will do is they'll put a fresh battery in it. Check all the levels of the engine. Make sure it's got motor oil in it. Get it rolling over. We'll check for spark. Check for fuel, and get a baseline on what's going on, get the truck running, so at least if we can pull it in and out of the shop. So,
and see where the customer wants to take it from there, if he wants to do more stuff or not.
Yeah, well, the guy wants lots done on it, but we got to get the motor running first, get the truck mobile. So that's the plan for today.
Nice. Yeah, 4-ways are on. That would make a difference.
Please don't stand in front of it.
Yeah. On the battery? Yeah. Okay. No? It's the terminal itself, how the wire's bolted into it. The header's completely busted on this side. I had to wiggle this and then she would turn over.
Smells like old gas.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so anyways, is what we need to do. Do you really want to do this now?
No, we're done.
Well, we need to check for spark.
Yeah. Do you guys have one of those things you just stick on the line that flashes?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. But I think we should fix these cables up first.
So when it wasn't starting, I wiggled this guy, and then it started. Like, that's not even touching. Look at. But yeah, it needs new cables. These are garbage. So she doesn't burn down. Somebody will put this crap up.
Probably the first thing that should do is the fuel tank should come out and get washed up.
Yeah, you can just smell it. I bet you they cranked it 8 million times, and that's why the oil's so high, because it's full of fuel.
Well, what we can do is we'll check and see if it's got spark in the morning, and then we'll get some fresh gas poured in the carburetor to get
See
it
if it
to fire.
lights, yeah.
And if it lights, then the tank needs to come out and get drained.
Okay, so we're gonna check for spark. We got Nikki's gonna be the ignition man.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Ryan went to the bathroom, but he'll come back. So we put the fancy sparkulator tester on here. And what we're doing is we're just gonna check for spark. Maybe put a little gas down to see if she'll ignite. But we're not gonna run it because the fuel smells like crap. And the oil in the pan, it's got oil, but there's a lot of it. So I'm guessing that somebody's turned it over a lot and gas has got into the oil, but we're just checking to see what's good and what's bad. One thing that is bad is these terminals, and we're gonna change out that too. So Ryan, we ready to you ready, Ryan?
We're ready.
We're ready to do this. You can put some coffee down the carb.
Yeah.
I can
Okay, Nikki, crank
Alright.
it over first and we'll check it, see if we got spark.
All right. Go. Anytime. The key doesn't work. But keep trying.
We're having a miscommunication with our ignition guy.
You gotta jiggle it. Okay, I'm busy filming this thing.
You don't have to wiggle the key. The key turns fine. You don't have to hold the shifter. Just hit the key.
Maybe the connection's bad on the battery.
Try it.
Clear?
Clear?
Yeah, we got spark. This is bad connection on the battery. That was so it wouldn't turn over. Yeah, it's got spark, and man, it smells like Varsol.
Smells like bad gas.
Really bad gas. So, I'll throw this on the tripod. You wanna grab that side? You gonna dump a little? Are we gonna dump a little gas down the thing?
We're gonna dump a little gas in it.
All right. It looks like Timmy's. All right.
Okay, Nick. Yeah. Hit the key. Yeah.
Do it again.
Try it again.
Whew.
Well, that's all the gas.
We're gonna try getting some more gas and try it again. If we had some quick start, it'd be nice too, but I guess we don't have any.
From some 94 here, boys.
Oh. Okay, take two. Generous amount of drink, so that I'll go hold that terminal. Give her.
Okay, Nick, crank it.
Oh.
So we got ignition.
There she works. All right, now let's take all the shit fuel out of it, right?
Yeah. So now we're gonna take the gas tank out of it, drain all the old stale fuel, get the gas tank all cleaned up, get some fresh fuel in it, and plugs, wires, cap, rotor, and get this
all the
thing
standard stuff, and fix this janky stuff that it held them together, but it doesn't grab it.
Good job, Nick.
Yeah, good job, Nick. All right, let's get at her. So my bad. I guess we don't have to drop the tank. We have to pull the tank out. Looks nice. But I guess
I'll do on the outside.
Yeah, it's the inside that
They-
counts.
yeah. So is that the line there on the top?
Yeah.
I'm thinking you might want to shuffle, put this truck into other bays. It's gonna be too hard to work on it here to get the doors open.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna move the truck so we can get access. Well, I'm just trying to figure this goddamn thing out. Now it's fine. Okay, off your phone. Let's do this. So we screwed up. I put it on hyperlapse. So you're going to have the hyperlapse of us draining the tank. But talking, so this nice dark brown Coca-Cola crap was in there. And so let's have a little reveal of what's in there. So Ryan's already taken
took the trim ring off.
the trim ring off nice and slowly.
Trim ring, lock ring.
Lock ring, yeah. And then you can see all the corrosion.
This is what the inside of the gas tank looks like.
So that's actually a good way to do it. If you just pull the sending unit and have it. Yeah, look at that. Just crud.
Breakfast.
Breakfast of champions right there. So that's what.
So, yeah. This is what the inside of the tank looks like. It's kind of hard to see, even with the light in there, to get the camera in there, but this is what the inside of the gas tank looks like, which is no good because your engine's going to have a hard time burning this.
Yeah. So we're saying, like, on a lot of these, in the cab mounted gas tanks, you'll see it looks perfect on the outside. You'll see a nice picture of it. You'll say, oh shit, good to go, but the inside will just be trash.
Yeah, because it's been protected by the weather all these years. The outside of it looks fine because it's in the cab of the truck, but you know, when these vehicles sit and you leave gas in them, this is what happens.
And for the money, it's not worth it to bring it to a shop to clean it out. Like, I'm sure you could try cleaning this out, but when you that's at the top of the tank is rusty, and on the bottom you can't get in. Like, I can't really show you guys without using like a mic or something. But like, look at all that. That's just crud all on the bottom. So it's really not worth it to flush it out.
Like, that's part of our business. We resurrect gas tanks, but you know, if there's a gas tank available and it's reasonable, then you're far better off starting with new steel than you are. Like, if this gas tank wasn't available, then you know, we got to work with it. It is what it is. But if we can start with fresh steel at a cheaper price, then you're far better just starting with a new tank.
Yeah.
And sending unit.
Definitely a sending unit. So that's what we're gonna do. Source out a tank for this guy and a new sending unit. So that's just trash. Okay, so what do we got going on?
So the exhaust manifolds are cut off at the flanges. The customer's supplying new exhaust manifolds. We got this thing to kick this morning, so we're gonna do plugs, wires, cap, rotor. So we're gonna start off disassembling everything. You can see the wires are old, they're too long. I'm gonna take number 1 cylinder, follow it back to the distributor cap so we know where number 1 is. So when we put our new cap and rotor on, we know where to start with number 1 and proceed with our firing order.
If it's marked right. I guess it did fire pretty nice, so you're pretty confident that's the right wiring. Yep. But yeah, if you can see on these exhaust manifolds, so these are, what would you call these, ram's head or whatever? Ram horn? Horny rams? And they're like busted. There's no flange, nothing. So the customer supplied these with nice broken studs. So we're gonna pull those manifolds off, line them up with these, make sure these even fit. Ryan's confident they will. I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff to make that kind of educated guess.
Assumption,
that's right. So yeah, it's got it taped up to the brake booster, which is always nice. Like, where did these wires, did they all get? Like look how long those are.
They made do with what they had, I guess.
Yeah, I know that, but where do you even find wires that long? Like, is it all the, like, they just grabbed all the far cylinder wires? You know what I mean? Like, off of, like, 8 different sets? Because, like, it's twist tied up here, and then around here, around, down, and under.
Yeah, this truck, it's got a HEI distributor in it, so your ignition module and coils built into the distributor. So that's all pretty straightforward as well.
Yeah. No, not garbage. For sale. Best offer takes it. Sell everything. That's how we recoup the investment. Save the environment. So we're probably gonna have to pull the carb to clean her out, judging by what we found in the gas tank.
Yeah, depending. We might even get a fresh. Well, it looks like somebody's changed the pump on it, trying to get it running before us. But we'll probably get the new tank in it and everything, get it filled up with fuel. Probably try and get it. We might even try and get it running the way it is, and we'll see how the carburetor is.
Right, just use like a temporary tank for now. Or right off the thing, or get the new tank, throw it in.
Yeah. It's good just when you're pulling your wires off. When you're pulling your wires off at the
Don't pull them too hard.
pulling them off at the plug, it's good to, you know, turn the boot a little bit, give it a little bit of a wiggle. It'll allow the plug wire to come off easier without pulling the wire apart.
Yeah, you just want to grab it and start yanking as hard as you can.
No.
That's how things get damaged, right? We learned that as little kids.
Yes.
All right.
So next out, see, when you get projects like this, you don't know if the motor's been changed over the years or not. So it's good to, we know the vehicle probably ran at one time, so we'll pull the plugs out and we'll see which plugs are in it. And we'll get those plugs sent down to us, or we'll get a cross-reference plug because we know that works in the engine.
So that, you're talking about heat range on the plug, right?
Yeah, and depth too, yeah.
Oh, right. Right.
Good. My dad's like, well, I don't need to be here today.
Papa Joe went home, no tranny work. All right, wait, you just pulled the plug, right?
Yeah.
Nice and dark and seasoned, very well seasoned plug. What do we got? AC R484T.
And in this cylinder, we have a Motorcraft plug.
Oh. This one's green, what's that one? Blue? Nice. So, so what, you go by what's there, so we'll have to order 2 different sets?
We better check the rest of them.
These are old school too. I like them. Nice colors on them. What do we got in number, whatever cylinder that is? How does it go? How would the firing order on this go? Do you know? Offhand or no?
13572468.
Okay.
And then the firing order at the distributor is right on the intake manifold, which is 18436572.
Oh, that's a handy spot. Oh yeah.
Got another Motorcraft here.
Another Motorcraft. So we're 2 for 1. I guess I can just look at the colors. This side looks like Motorcraft. At least 2 of them are. The blue plugs. We got the quality frame filter on it. You know, this guy looked after his vehicle. Just get right in there. Working on this old stuff's a lot nicer than newer cars, eh?
Some days.
Well, at least you got at least you can get at the spark plug.
Well, we're 3 for 4 on the Motorcraft, so
Nice.
it's gonna be a good indication right there.
Yeah. I see 2 blue stripes on this side. Hmm.
And it seems like the rest of them are all Motorcraft plugs. So.
It's weird that one plug out of the whole lot were.
And a Delco on it.
Yeah. Huh. So I guess this engine was sitting with that valve open. Think there's a mouse nest in there?
I might have just pulled some off when I...
Off. Yeah, because that's pretty fresh, right? That was, if it was in the cylinder, it'd be a little bit more.
So now Blackjack is going to
What? I'm not working.
get the exhaust manifolds off this so we can compare them to the ones that the customer supplied.
So, okay, to take these rusty old turd bolts off, are you gonna use heat? What's your trick?
Well, we're gonna go at it first. We're gonna see how they come out. Maybe spray them up, see how they come out. If they don't want to come out, then we're gonna have to put some heat on them and walk them out.
Do you want to try my Milwaukee Impact?
No.
You think I'll just break them?
Hand tool first, yeah.
Yeah, to see how they fit.
Yep.
I don't know. I've used that Impact on stuff.
It's good to go by hand first.
First,
that way
and then
you
see.
You kind of have a good feel. You know, if you want to use an Impact on something like that,
9 times out of 10, you'll break it.
It might get away on you and break the bolt when we could have, you know,
Saved it.
put a little heat on it and pulled it out and didn't have. No
Yeah, because the worst would be if it breaks at the head, right? Drill it and go around with all that. All right.
So we're gonna start on the exhaust manifolds. As you can tell, Blackjack doesn't want to get his hands dirty, so.
Nope. That's why I'm here. Holding the camera.
And as you can see, they're coming out fairly well.
And that is unusual. Oh, spoke too soon?
Yeah, that one's a little tight.
It's always the last one, right?
Well, they're slowly coming. So out of the 6, we only had one that was,
Tight.
yeah. So that's good. We'll go to the other side.
So far, Alberta truck is good. That one's loose.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
When you hear that, that's a good thing.
The cracking or rust.
So I'll get these all broken loose, then we'll take them off with the air ratchet. We'll go a lot quicker.
Yep. And last one. And
Oh, got one more
one more.
on the back side.
Oh, right.
And they're all loose. So that's a good start.
That's really good. That is unusual, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah, we have worse problems with vehicles that are like 10 years old trying to get the broken exhaust manifold studs out. This is probably 30-year-old, this engine. Comes apart no problem.
No problem. But it is well lubricated from the valve covers. No, that's good. I'm glad that didn't break. Sweet. Classic, yeah. Okay. It's just like so bad. Everyone's gonna hate me. I'm gonna bring my half-inch ratchet, electric one. You're not a fan of the electric?
I'm not a big fan of electric, so maybe during this time, blackjack's gonna convert me.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe. So loud.
What?
But it is lit. Well, anybody wearing like headphones right now is just cursing at you. You guys and your inside jokes.
Okay, that one's definitely stuck, so we're gonna put a little bit of heat on that. It should walk right out.
Heat her up.
Yeah, you wanna grab the torches? Yep.
This bumper's nice, eh? Okay, we're gonna use the bolt loosener 3000. I'm not allowed to. Ryan won't let me touch this. Oh, that's hot.
It's not gonna need a lot of heat. And you don't want to heat up the actual head of the bolt itself. You're gonna want to heat up around the manifold. So that's probably where it seized.
And this is two things. It gets rid of all the cobwebs. So yeah, you're not heating the head of the bolt, you're heating the flange, more or less.
Yeah, the manifold part itself.
Yeah. Beedly beedly beep. Look at this guy. She's still pretty tight, eh? Do you want me to hold the torch? You had to put a little more than you thought into it?
Yeah.
You want me to hold that? I will not burn the truck.
Yeah, so as you can tell, we'll shut the
just
shut the torch.
just holding the torch up in the air like what, Statue of Liberty?
But as you can tell here, now that I've heated it up, you can see I'm rocking it back and forth, so it is loose in the head.
Yep.
It's just seized in the manifold. So.
Oh yeah. So if it does snap, it'd be an easy
So
extract.
I'm just gonna put a little more heat on it,
On the manifold.
because then that way we could screw the bolt out easier.
Yeah. A little more heat to cracker.
Farm truck. I just don't want the head of the bolt to break off, then we'd be in a problem.
Yeah. Well, at least it's loose though, so if there's anything you can grab onto, it'll be, at least it's not seized in the head, right? Are you just gonna melt the whole thing off?
No.
Whoa. Crunchy, eh?
I think it's gonna break.
Snap the head off. At least it's not the back bolt. I'm not touching that manifold with my hand.
And that's how it's done.
That's why you bring it to Joe's Transmission. Bonifero Speed. And custom. Shisha smoke. Where's the other, the old one? On this side. Oh, it's still in. Custom. Somebody's welded that up too. Now let's do the test. This is... Oh, holy shit. No, never mind. I'm not picking that up with one hand. Well, we're trying to film, make a deep YouTube channel. You don't need to hear about your daily squabbles.
Daily problems.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So just this power steering bracket's gonna have to come off because it goes over one of the exhaust manifold studs.
So that bolt in, because you gotta unloosen that
there's
after.
a nut over here, a couple bolts.
So that could be seasoned. You might have to put the heat to her too. Nice shiny bracket. Look at that. They thinking ahead. They put a zip tie on her to hold it for you when you take it off.
Yep.
So what do you think odds are of this being seized in there?
It's coming out.
We know that. Think it's gonna come easy or hard?
It's gonna come easy.
Easy? Alright. I'm thinking I'm probably the same thing. Yeah, oh wow. Butter. Booter.
This is the best part about not buying a car from Ontario.
Yeah. Every bolt is just seized or non-existent. Cars from Ontario, they're neither metric or imperial because the heads have all rotted down. There, nice. Okay, let's line them up. See what we got. Think we got a winner? Not on that one, on the...
Flanges?
Yeah, flanges.
Flange to flange. Here, let's get it off here. You got the manifold?
Oh, yeah. Oh, slow her down. Flange to flange, man to man. So these are, yeah, they look like we got a winner.
Yep.
Good. So now you're gonna replace these shit studs.
Yeah, we'll take these broken studs out of it, replace them with new ones.
So I guess you're gonna have to heat these up because these look like they're shit.
Yeah, we'll have to heat them up, take them out. New exhaust manifold gaskets, hardware, and then it's all ready to go.
Nice.
Okay,
Wait for it. All right, go.
Okay, this tool is not something you'd see in
show
your
it.
everyday mechanics toolbox. This is a special quadrajet filter line wrench.
So there's a little
Goes right
filter
on
in
the
there.
front, because on a quadrajet you have a fitting off the front of the carburetor, and that contains your fuel filter, or one of them.
I had an old, and that thing was just gold and messed up, and then somebody JB welded it in, and that wasn't me who did it. So but this should be probably pretty good, right? Because,
Oh, we hope so.
well, the tank still had the sock on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's easy to mess it
Yeah,
up.
the carburetor looks like it's somebody had put a reman on it one time.
Right. Oh, don't look bad.
So we got a new one of these. It's a little dirty, but we got a new one coming this afternoon, so we'll get that in. And then we'll get our new tank in and sending unit, some fresh fuel, all our tune-up components, and we'll see if it ignites.
I'm sure it will. What?
Daily problems.
Alright, okay, we're filming.
Okay, we got our HEI cap and rotor here in stock, so we're gonna disconnect our power wire off of here.
What's the other one? Signal wire?
This one goes right to your ignition module,
The other
your
guy?
coil inside the distributor.
So you're just gonna reuse the coil on top? I guess so, eh?
Yeah, so once we get this off and apart, we'll have a closer look.
Yeah, right.
The other side.
Need just a little bit of a shorter screwdriver, eh? How's the inside look?
It's your old Delco Remy cap.
Inside, do you see any like? Well, look at the corrosion on the
A
terminal.
little bit of corrosion on the terminals, you know, over the years. That's kind of typical.
Yeah.
But whenever you get these off, if you got a running issue, sometimes you could get a burn hole in the cap,
Right.
or you see in some carbon tracking.
Right, and that one just looked okay. And here's the new guy. You got the workbench.
Again, half of the tools are missing.
Yep. Equally distributed around the shop.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have Nick and Blackjack working here. Come on now. Come on now.
I put them back most of the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's like every other size but the one you need.
So we're going to take the top off our distributor cap. So this is our coil inside here. It's got 4 bolts held on with the ground strap. As you can see, for your coil, you got your terminals here and there's your ground strap, so you want to remove your 4 bolts. Need a pair of needle nose. I'll just use my big ones.
Give her a good yank.
Yeah, you want to be a little delicate with it. Doesn't seem like it wants to come out. Nick! Nick, needle nose!
Neil knows. Needle nose.
So that's your ignition coil there.
Yeah, looks good.
Usually in your new kits, comes with this rubber piece inside with your ground.
What is that rubber piece? Like it's just like an isolator, or?
I don't really know.
Let me see the old one. Just give me the little cap. Ah, what is this mystery thing? It is just a rubber. Oh, and it's got oh, so it's probably just to isolate the this guy. You need it? No? Yeah? Yeah? Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
or we'll put it all together.
You got a new one.
Yeah. So you want to put your new one together?
Other way. That one has it the other way.
It's because you.
Maybe they put it together wrong.
Yeah.
Probably, right? 'Cause how many times has that been dicked with over the years?
So that'll seat up against your coil there.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know. I've never worked on one with this style.
Yeah, it transfers. You know,
Yeah, it gets a signal here and then shoots her straight down in.
Yeah, grounds through there, through the spring, to the point on your rotor.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So, but usually in your new kits, it'll come with Blackjack's taking all my parts here. It'll come with a new ground piece, but on this one it doesn't, so we'll have to reuse the old one.
Yeah, you got a little thing of plastic. I already took it out.
Probably would have been easier to do that with the first ones.
So it's basically just transfer everything over to the plastic, new plastic.
As you can see, we put our wires down into our cap. You want to make sure they're nice and seated. And then with the steel, that's going to be in the center here, it's mounted to your coil, which this is your ground strap.
Hmm. Oh, right, the grounding strap that you switched over will ground out the...
Yeah. So then we'll put our 4 bolts back in. It'll be mounted to our new cap. A little 1/4-inch socket. Just making them snug. You don't want to over tighten them or nothing. Just grab my little screwdriver, make sure my pins are all seated properly. And then we'll just clean up the cap. We'll reuse this.
Put the black cap back on. More parts arrived.
Yeah, more parts.
Okay, what do we got?
So we're just changing the rotor on it now.
Rotor
In the
to the gut.
distributor, all our ignition modules in the distributor.
Now, do you think the guy picked that up at a swap meet for $7.50?
It's a very good possibility.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so you can see inside a lot.
Oh shit, let's...
Yeah.
Well, we got the new one. Yeah, here. You don't need those, it's already got bolts.
So we'll get our new one in here. These only go on one way. You can see, because you got the cutout on one side,
Oh yeah,
where on the other side you don't.
it's tabbed.
And if you watch the way you take it off, that helps too.
Yep, yep. Jeez, that's a lot heavier with that cap or the coil on it. Now I'm noticing on the cap it's not index. Oh, there is a little index. I see it now. There's a little tab right there. Yeah, right there. There's a little. Line her up, throw her down. So now that we've got a new cap and rotor in it, it should be more better, even though it worked before. More betterer.
So like Stefan said, there's a little tab inside the cap. So now we'll get our little clips on. We'll get our four little clips on our distributor cap attached to our distributor here.
Being a pain in the butt.
It's probably good practice to make sure all your tabs are out too.
There you go. Yeah, push her down, turn it the other way.
They don't want to go down.
Yeah, weird.
The new springs are strong.
They really want you to work for that one, eh?
There we go. Just probably with the new plastic.
Get Thor's hammer out. They seem unnecessarily strong. Maybe there's some plastic, a tab, and something inside. There we go.
Okay, we'll try this again.
Second time's a charm. Give her the wiggle test.
Yep. Oh, she's good.
Nice.
So we'll just reattach our power wire and our wires that go down to the ignition module and the distributor.
Now, can you mix them up, or they only go
no.
in one spot?
They only go in one spot. It's if they want to go in for us. So you can see on one side it's notched
Right.
compared to the other one. It just might be with the converting everything over. Oh, I don't want to come.
There's a difference. Where's the old one? It's the same style.
Okay, so the notch does go to that side. So we are right there.
So we got it. Just looked like it was the ground strap terminal just being out of alignment, just stubborn. Brian got her, so we didn't have to take it apart. We were thinking might have to take it apart and put it in place and then assemble it on top, but just a little tweaking fixed it. That's the joys of working on old stuff, putting new parts on that are manufactured 30 years apart. tolerances are different and things shift and move and what, the next one doesn't go on now?
Yeah.
Well, inside that one it's got
I don't like this.
it's not gone? Oh, look. Yeah, that won't go there. That'll go on this side. Wait. The other side. This side here.
That's where I had it.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Yeah, it's not going though.
I think you gotta line up the the pin coming down. You gotta do the exact same thing.
I'm gonna do it this way.
You don't want to try just moving over the... See, that's why you need a nice big gut, Ryan. So when you lay over the fan shroud and stuff and those nuts and bolts, they don't... You got some cush. Shut up, I'm working. So should you clip in?
Just everything's tight,
Yeah.
being new.
Where'd the bolts go? Over here. Just winded. Success. Do we got any more parts in now, or?
No.
Okay. Success. Right, Nikki? What do you think?
That's right. Looks good.
Looks good?
Looks good.
All right. Approval.
Okay, so we got our cap and rotor on, ignition module or coil switched over on the distributor, so that's all good to go. Next step, we're gonna put a set of shorty block headers on. Reason being, the exhaust manifolds that were on the truck, somebody cut with a torch. If you remember, the customer supplied us with another set of exhaust manifolds, but they're not going to work. The one side, it hits the frame. This side, the power steering line's in the way. So we got a nice set of Flowtech hugger headers right from Holly. We're going to get them out of the box, try them on. They're made for this truck, so everything should be a go. And then with the headers, we're going to have to make up a new power wire that goes down to the starter because it's got to be rerouted now. No, that's the ground.
Oh yeah, that is the ground. You're right.
This is the
We already pulled the old ground off.
nice power wire
Yeah.
that was on this thing. I'd like to use a little bit of a heavier cable as well anyways, so
Yeah.
we'll do it properly.
So vital.
Yeah.
Good connections are vital. So yeah, there's somebody already put a new starter in, it looks like, right? We didn't do that.
No, that was already on there.
So we'll work with that.
But we'll get the heads cleaned up so we can get the headers and the gaskets to see properly.
Ryan already preemptively pulled the rad out. Joe's cleaning it up, and because we got to change this core support on it because it being a Canadian truck with rust, it is a little, well, that's a mouse nest, but it is crusty. So the customer already supplied a replacement, so we're gonna go ahead and install that for him. Ryan's just cleaning up the head exhaust mounting flange, but we also got to pull this rad hose off. Ryan, do you want to pull that off?
Yeah, take that off.
Let's pull this off.
Oh yeah, look in there.
Now that is... It's a good thing to always check everything. It's like, what? Oh! I thought it was going to be solid, but that ain't solid. Well, it doesn't smell what it looks like.
That's some gelled up. That's some gelled up antifreeze right there.
Now, do you think that's from putting like like an additive, like a? Do you know what I mean? Like those
like a coolant sealer or whatever.
coolant, like head
Coolant
gasket
stop
problem.
leak.
Yeah, stop leak. Do you think that's stop leak stuff? I don't know. Or it's just
Could be
old.
just old antifreeze all gelled up.
I've never seen that
That's
like
what
that.
came out of the rad, so we just had a flow issue.
Float, yeah. So they probably overheated before. Wow, well, no, they didn't even have it running in this truck. Well, we don't know the backstory realistically of
I
what's
think
happened.
we just originally when we brought it in, we just put some gas down the carburetor, cranked it, made sure it fired, which it did.
Yeah. But it's important to check all these things because, like, if you didn't, you're gonna just run into more problems. That's the thing. You can't just. Some guys just like to bang some fresh gas in and away you go. You got to check everything because that's just gonna cause more problems down the road, and then you'll be fighting everything. So it really is good to just tear the truck down and get into all the systems if they've been sitting or swapped, or you got to change all your fluids. That's basic stuff. It's not the cheapest, but you got to do it.